Hey everyone, I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Yesterday in the SafeCoin team meeting, one of the things that we're talking about was the fact that SafeCoin was changing its algorithm yesterday from Equihash 1445 to Equihash 1927. And those two numbers represent N and K parameters. Now, I've did a video about this before and looked at the white paper and looked at the algorithm, briefly all the calculations, and talked about how this algorithm can change and the requirements change and the calculations change because of these N and K parameters. But I don't want to focus too much on that. I really want to just talk about the fact that SafeCoin is changing its algorithm, because firstly, I want to tell people about it. But secondly, I want to just talk about why they're moving algorithm again, why they're changing algorithm again, and why most coins in general do change algorithms from time to time. We are seeing many coins do this periodically. Sometimes I have seen a couple of projects do this. They've changed algorithms simply because they thought, they weren't happy with one, or they wanted to jump on the bandwagon of another one, or perhaps they wanted to change to even an ASIC miner or something. They've changed for a few different reasons, but normally, certainly within the GPU mining world, within cryptocurrencies that support GPU mining, normally one of the main reasons for changing algorithm is to tackle ASIC miners and things like that. So I want to talk about this in this video and talk about what happened last year, because this isn't the first time that SafeCoin has changed algorithm. I would say that one of the most significant things that happened in the cryptocurrency mining world last year was the introduction of the Equihash ASIC miners. So it's about May last year we saw the announcements coming out from Bitmain, and in June we saw Bitmain delivering the Z9 minis. Now, I think it's no stretch to say that this was a game changer. This really did turn things on its head. Now, earlier in the year, last year, I think it was around March, April, there was some other coins that were affected by ASIC miners. I remember the Monero was affected by the CryptoNight one, and they changed the algorithm, and because of that, there was like 3 or 4 Monero forks. So, when an ASIC miner is introduced, it really does change the game a little bit. You see different projects forking because of it, and you see coins changing their algorithm, etc. But Equihash was a big one, and it affected a lot of projects. This was the thing, Monero used CryptoNight, not many other coins did at the time, I don't believe. But with Equihash, you had all the AMD graphics cards, mainly mining Ethereum. But because, certainly at the time anyway, NVIDIA cards weren't as efficient at mining Ethereum, most people were mining different coins. And whenever I looked at a site like What to Mine or any kind of mining calculator, it was always the Equihash coins that were at the top. So for me and for other people that had NVIDIA cards, that had 10 series NVIDIA cards last year, the coins that we always mined, by and large, were nearly always Equihash coins. So when all these coins were then susceptible to ASIC miners, well, it was a game changer. And we saw coins like Zcash and Bitcoin Private and a few other coins, they didn't change, and those coins basically became ASIC mining coins and not GPU mining coins. What SafeCoin did, and what many other coins did as well, they moved to a different mining algorithm, and rather than change to a completely different mining algorithm, they changed to Equihash. Instead of being 209, it was Equihash 209, and they changed it to Equihash 1445. Now, this was a completely different mining algorithm, and it required a little bit more RAM, and the ASIC miners couldn't handle it. So if you moved to that algorithm, well, it was a good thing. The ASIC miners couldn't mine your coin anymore. And this was a really good thing. And we saw Bitcoin Z and a few others moving over to Zhash, I think that was the algorithm that everyone called it, but really it's Equihash 1445. Now, it wasn't just ASIC miners that this algorithm change was tackling. It's perhaps the one that pushed everyone towards it. But there was another issue last year as well, and it's something that continues to be an issue, which was nice hash mining. This is another big problem which GPU mining communities face as well, where people can go in and essentially steal blocks by just throwing a huge amounts of hashing power at in short periods of time, and steal all the blocks essentially. And we saw people doing this in the SafeCoin community last year, and then the algorithm change made it difficult for them to do that. But later on, when the support for 145 was widespread, well, those same problems arise. Now, it is worth pointing out that the transition from Equihash 209 to 1445 as far as the algorithm change, I remember watching it, it was very smooth. But what wasn't really as smooth was the software side of things, because they required new software to mine this new algorithm. Now, on the NVIDIA side, it wasn't too bad. LOL Miner was the one that most people used. It was fairly good, and every new version of it seemed to get more efficient and better at mining. But AMD card holders were really left behind. There was support for it, but it wasn't really good. But that's been remedied, that's been resolved over the last year, and it's not really an issue anymore. And the reason that SafeCoin is moving again is because, well, mostly for the same reasons. This time it's not really so much because of ASIC miners. It's more about tackling NiceHash, and it's about adding FPGA resistance. And, FPGAs is one of those things, I've seen a lot of people who are GPU miners that are very favorable about GPU miners. But if you were against ASIC mining and what they stood for and all that, and, I've always been in the case that, at the end of the day, it's silicon, and this is really just a big game of cat and mouse. But if you're looking from a project point of view and you're looking for a fair way to distribute coins, FPGAs present the same problems as ASIC miners, that there's a few people that've got, a large amount of hash power, and they can basically receive all the coins, they can generate all the new coins. So I'm maybe not speaking for the whole community, but I certainly know that this was definitely one of the factors of SafeCoin moving to 1927. Now, 1927, you don't have to worry about the software side. It actually uses the same software as before. So the existing software, the LOL Miner and other software, will all work with Equihash 1927. So the software from a mining point of view is the same. From a hardware point of view, apparently the RAM requirement is higher now. So you now need a minimum of 3 gigabytes. Now, I believe that 3 gigabytes is a minimum if you've got Linux or if you've got Windows 7. But if you're on Windows 10 or something else, you're probably going to need a card that's got 4 gigabytes of RAM. So yeah, that unfortunately does mean that some people with older cards, maybe some people with 1063 gigabytes will be screwed. Certainly people with 1050 Ti's are going to be screwed, in so much as they can't mine the coin anymore. And, it's never easy to make decisions like that that will exclude people. But at the same time, one of the best ways to tackle FPGAs and ASIC miners, etc., is to require more RAM. Well, certainly one of the ways. But as I said, a lot of these decisions, a lot of these kind of algorithm changes, it is a game of cat and mouse. There's no final decision, there's no final algorithm, because you have to be ready to adapt, you have to be ready to change, because technology moves forward. ASIC miners, if an ASIC miner on an FPGA can't do a particular algorithm or can't mine a particular coin right now, 6 months later it could be a completely different story, which then puts the coin being mined, puts that project into I wouldn't say disarray, but it certainly gives them a decision to make as to whether they change algorithm again. So primarily SafeCoin is moving from Equihash 1445 from 209 last year to 1445. 209 initially, 1445 last July, I think it was, and now to 1927. It's the same Equihash algorithm. The parameters are different, but yeah, the main thing here, if you are mining SafeCoin, or you do want to mine SafeCoin or any other coin that moves to 1927, is the RAM requirement. Now, from a mining point of view, it's pretty good now, because it means that it's going to be fairer. GPU miners are going to get more coins, they're going to make more money. And, it's probably something that doesn't concern me that much anymore. I mean, I've been very honest about this. In the UK, because of electricity rates, because of the price of, coins, etc., it's not something that people in the UK can really do as much, certainly not until the market is better. But if you are mining, you might want to check out SafeCoin now if you haven't before. So yeah, SafeCoin has moved Equihash 1445 to 1927. You will need more RAM. And I know there's a few other coins that use this algorithm already, so the support is there from the software side. But it's a constant reminder, as far as from the mining side of things, that projects are always looking to tackle NiceHash. They're always looking to tackle FPGAs, and all of this comes down to tackling people that have got an unfair advantage. I think, you know, all the debates that we had last year about ASIC miners are evil, FPGAs are evil and all that, they're not. They're not really. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just equipment. It's just computing equipment. Whether it's, you know, you're mining with a CPU, a laptop GPU, a desktop GPU, FPGA, a computer. I mean, it's all irrelevant, really, if you think about it. But what it is the project wanting to distribute coins fairly. That's, you know, at the heart of most of these decisions. And yeah, hopefully this decision is a good one for SafeCoin. So if you've got any more questions about it, you can leave a comment below, but I think the best place to go is to go to the SafeCoin Discord and ask there if you've got any questions about how to mine it or use the software or anything like that. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'd love to hear from those of you who have been mining 1927 before, because I know some other coins have been using it for a while now. If there's anything that you think others should know from a technical point of view, from a technical requirement point of view, and I haven't talked about it, please do share it in the comment area below. And thanks for watching. Take care, guys.